In this video, we will discuss MVT Spam Filtering System, how it works, and how you can customize it. The first thing you need to do is go to the MVDSL homepage, which we've done, which is www.mvdsl.com, as you can see up here in the upper left-hand corner. Next, we want to log into our email by clicking on this email link up here in the upper right corner. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to sign into the support at mvdsl.com email account. Now here it doesn't really matter whether we go to Webmail Lite or Tuxedo, but we're going to use Webmail Lite, and so we click sign in. And the first thing that we want to do is look at the spam messages that have come in over the last 15 days. If the message is older than 15 days, it will automatically be deleted by the spam filter. So there's really no need to come in here and clean out your spam filter unless it's something you really want to do. Now I see a message from rack1.it. I have no idea who these guys are, but let's say I wanted to get this message and I didn't want to block them in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the message. Now you see here where it says the images have been removed for security reasons. I'll take a moment and explain the reason why they don't view the images right away. And that is, as soon as you look at the image, it's downloaded to your email, the far end knows that you've seen their email. They know they've got a valid email address, and so it's one way that they can know that their email's been viewed. Say I don't really care, so I'm going to go ahead and click View Unsafe Images, and now I see all this stuff here. Now let's suppose I wanted to get emails from this sender. So I'm going to go ahead and click Allow Sender. And what this is going to do is it's going to take that message that I just got and move it to the inbox. If there's any other messages in the spam folder from that same sender, it will also move those. And any future emails from that sender will not be blocked. So we go over here to the inbox and you should see that message there. rack1.it is there. So that message got moved. Now we're going to talk about adjusting your spam filter settings. So we're going to go down here to the anti-spam settings. Now if you use Tuxedo, there will be also an anti-spam setting link in about the same location. So we're going to click on this. And basically there's three settings for the spam filter. There's a light, a normal, and a strict. With the normal, what it does is it does two things. One is it looks at the email server that's sending you the message. If it's coming from a server that is a known bad server, known to send bad messages, it gets blocked automatically and it doesn't go into quarantine. And it also kind of scans through the message and rates the message based on whether it thinks it's spam. If it looks like spam, it's going to block it and quarantine it. If it thinks it's not spam, then it's going to let it go through. The light setting will not check that to see if the email server is a bad server. It will basically allow messages from any server. But what it will do is it will look at the message to see if it's spam. It's not going to be as aggressive in its criteria for determining whether it's spam or not. So you'll get more junk email with a light setting. A strict does the same as the normal, but it also is a little less forgiving on the content of the message, and it takes into account certain email rules. So it may be a good message, but if the sender is not following certain email rules, it could be blocked also. The other things we've got here is a subject blacklist. If there's a particular subject that somebody keeps sending, we can just add something to the subject blacklist, and anything with that subject matter in it will be blocked. The other thing is the from blacklist. Now let's suppose I didn't want to get anything from a Gmail account. Probably not a good idea. Well, let's say that we didn't want to get anything from Bob at Gmail. So I could type in bob@gmail.com and then click add. And anything that comes from bob@gmail.com will be blocked and it will go into the spam filter. If I decide that I want to start getting messages from Bob now, I can go ahead and click remove, and those messages will come through. Since I don't know anybody from bob@gmail.com, I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And the last thing is the whitelist. And this is if you're getting messages that are being blocked, you can add that sender to the whitelist, and this filter won't check them. Now we should have at least one in the whitelist. This news at rack1.it looks like it did a couple, so it automatically added that address to the whitelist when we clicked allow sender. So, but we could also whitelist. We don't want to see Bob, but we do want to see Mary at gmail.com. Go ahead and add Mary. So now we'll get all messages from Mary at Gmail, but Bob we just don't want to hear from. That in a nutshell is the MVT spam filter. Thank you.